Grizzlies. And, not unexpected. But, like, the crazy thing is, as a Mavs fan, the Mavs had, I've been a fan my entire life, and the Mavs had 2 elimination games this week, and I didn't watch a single dribble. And before this season started, I never would have imagined that I would miss an elimination game ever, and I missed 2. So, just to kind of give you guys an idea of where, myself and probably a lot of Mavs fans are at mentally. It's just, this was beyond disappointing for a season. I mean, to go from, like, we were in the finals last year, and our roster is, like, unrecognizable, from the team that got us there. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just, like, switching from being, like, a Mavs fan to just, like, a general basketball fan, because I can't be a Mavs fan until Nico is gone or the team is sold. I mean, it's just, it's just so disappointing because of how things played out. It doesn't seem like they had the fans or the team's best interest in mind when they made the choices they did. But anyway, so all that being said, the Mavs lose. We would have had to play the Thunder in the first round anyway if we did win that one. So maybe it's for the best. So the Mavs lose, the Grizzlies make it in, they're playing the Thunder. And then the Heat beat the Hawks. They beat them in overtime. That was a really good game, actually. And they'll be taking on the Cavaliers. So I just wanted to take a look at those play-in games before we get started. And I found this bracket challenge thing. So I can actually, I should be able to, pick teams, right? Okay, yeah, sweet. So we can pick teams, and we can pick the number of games it'll take. So let's start with Thunder and Grizzlies. And so, I've got this pulled up. These are just like their season series against each other. And this is actually pretty crazy. Because these numbers are, the numbers actually favor the Grizzlies. In the season series. Which is interesting. I wonder, what kind of, injuries and stuff they had, but, okay, maybe that's just, okay, so that's the team comparison, their overall stats for the entire year. So the Grizzlies have the edge in points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game. Turnovers not so great. Okay. I mean, for this one, I think we gotta go with the Thunder. I think they're too good. I mean, they got Shea, they got Chet, they got Jalen Williams, they got Hartenstein. I mean, they're pretty loaded all over the place. So we're gonna go Thunder, but I think Nuggets and the Clippers. This should be a good matchup. The Clippers have played very well in the back half of the season. Once Kawhi came back, and they really started to get the whole team together. I think they kind of figured things out a bit. Let's go to more stats here. Okay. So, this is going to be a great series. A lot of good basketball is going to be happening in this one. So the Nuggets have the edge in points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game. Clippers a little bit better in terms of steals. Everything else is pretty similar. Shooting percentage a little bit higher for the Nuggets. Nuggets also a team that plays very well at home. So we got the possible MVP winner Jokic taking on James Harden. Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. Zubats has been very good this year though, so we'll see how that matchup plays out. But for this one, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go Nuggets. I'm gonna go 6 games again. Honestly, I could see this going 7. But we'll do. Who's got home court? I think Nuggets do. You know what? I'm gonna go 7 games on this one. I'm gonna go 7 games. I think the Clippers will put up a very strong fight, and then Nuggets win it at home in Game 7. So some very tough early matchups here. Next up we got the Lakers and the Timberwolves. Lakers obviously are doing well ever since their big trade. They've got who a lot of people consider to be the greatest player of all time, Luka Doncic, on their team. So this should be a good series. Let's go back. Let's pull up the stats here. This is gonna be so depressing to watch. Like this series right here. After seeing what Luka did to the Timberwolves last season in the playoffs. And now he's going to be doing it for the Lakers. Okay, so, very, very close across the board on the stats here. Lakers shooting slightly better from 2-point range, but 3-point percentage goes to the Timberwolves. Man, this is a tough one. This is a really, really difficult matchup here because, especially for like Lakers and Timberwolves fans. The crazy part is both of these teams, whichever team loses, it's gonna be a massive disappointment for them. Just because obviously with the Lakers, you've got LeBron, you've got Austin Reeves. You trade for Luka this year. So while they're good for the future now, they do still have a roster that you would expect to compete. And I think this is going to be another tough matchup. But for this one, I'm going Lakers. I think Lakers win this one. I think they win it in 5. I think so. I think they'll be close games, but I think Lakers are just too much for the Timberwolves. Next up, we've got the Rockets and the Warriors. So the Rockets end up with the 2 seed, which is kind of great, like the turnaround that team has had is kind of insane. Alright. So, man, I think that's the lowest assist per game total that we've seen so far. So, I don't know, maybe a lot of ISO ball going on or something, but that's really, really low. Field goal percentage, about the same, so everything is very, very similar. The assist total clearly favors the Warriors. Free throw percentage is much better. That's also, I believe that's the lowest free throw percentage that we've seen so far, so that's something to keep an eye on. That's, especially in the playoffs, that can really, really hurt you. Leaving a couple points out there here and there. Okay. Now this is one where, on paper you would probably say the Rockets would win this one, but and I think the Rockets are going to be good. They have a lot of young players. They've got Jalen Green, Amen Thompson. He is a beast. Alperen Şengün. So, they're very good, but they're also young. So on this one, I'm going to defer to the experience of the Warriors. Yeah, you still got Steph and Draymond. Now you have Jimmy Butler on the team as well. So I'm going to take the Warriors, and I think they win it. I'm going to go 6 games. And then that also gives us a nice little matchup, a classic matchup of Steph and LeBron. Alright, next up we got the Cavs and the Heat. Cavs and Heat. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, so Cavs averaging 122 a game. Very, very solid numbers here. They're really outpacing the Heat on everything by the looks of it, except for free throw percentage, just slightly. Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty low on the Heat this season, and just given the fact that the Cavs are so good this year, I'm gonna go Cavs here. I'm gonna give them four games. I think they sweep them. Just the year that they've had is insane. I mean, you got Darius Garland, you've got Evan Mobley. He's been great this year, and then of course you got Donovan Mitchell. I think they're just too much. Jared Allen. I mean, miss, but defensively he's solid. Alright, next up we got Pacers and Bucks. Okay, so this is kind of crazy. Because I was not I don't think anyone was really expecting Damian Lillard to be playing in this game or in this series. I've never seen any player be cleared of a blood clot faster than Damian Lillard. So that's actually kind of insane. But yeah, both teams are, fairly even. We see some margins here, 3-point percentage, free throw a little bit towards the Pacers. And then assists goes towards the Pacers as well, and steals too. Okay. I think this is going to be a pretty tough matchup. I think Dame is kind of the X factor here. He's had a tendency this year to be kind of on or off. So I think a lot of this is going to factor on how Dame plays. Tyrese Halliburton, he didn't have the best start to the year, especially for his standards after last season. I want to say he averaged a double-double. But towards the back half of this season, man, he's played really, really well. Bucks will be on the road for this series. I think they get it done. I think the Bucks win this one in 6. Next up we got Knicks and Pistons. Okay, this should be a good one. So Knicks have home court advantage. They're playing the Pistons. Pistons have been great this year. I think, probably all probably all Pistons fans are very happy with the direction of the team under Cade Cunningham. You got Malik Beasley as well, who's been shooting it very well this year. Jalen Duren, also another young player who's been playing well. But they do have a tough matchup here, the Knicks. They got Jalen Brunson, they got Karl Anthony Towns, they have who are the other guys? Michael Bridges. Yeah, that's right. My brain just completely cramped up on me. And then, of course, OG Anunoby, who's been playing great towards the last few weeks of the season. He was really balling out. So we got a pretty decent edge towards the Knicks in a lot of these stats. And this is another one where I think experience is going to play a big factor. The Pistons have a really solid team, but they are very young. So we're going to take the Knicks, and I will take them in. We'll take them in 5 games. Next up, we got the Celtics and the Magic, defending champion Celtics. And the Celtics are, outpacing them in pretty much everything. Yeah, wow, that is actually insane. Magic are solid. it says they are. Whoops. It's just hard, like, you know, their records are much different, like the Thunder and the Nuggets, but like what I'm saying is, like, are the Thunder like that much better than the Nuggets? I don't know. I think this would be a really good series. Like, I mean, who's gonna guard Jokic? Probably not Hartenstein. I mean, I mean, nobody can really guard Jokic, but, you know, it's not like the Thunder have a great matchup for him. But you could say the same thing about Shea. I mean, I bet you they'll throw Russ on Shea a bit for this. But I mean, like Christian Brown and Murray aren't gonna be guarding him like super great. So I don't know. This is actually a really tough one. I'm actually going to go with I'm gonna go with the Thunder. I think the Thunder win it. They have the home court advantage. I think this one is let's go 6. Thunder and 6. Alright, next up we got the Lakers and the Warriors, you know, classic matchup. Steph and LeBron. Part, what, like 15 or something at this point. You know, this would be a great series. You know, the Warriors are good, but I can't imagine that they have enough to stop the Lakers in this series. I'm gonna go Lakers, and I think they do it convincingly. I think they win in 5. Next up we got the Cavs and the Bucks. This is gonna be I think this is gonna be a much tougher series than you would expect between like a 1 and a 5. Both teams are loaded with talent, and I think a lot of this series is again going to hinge on how Damian Lillard plays. But I'm gonna go Cavs. And I think they win it in. I think they win it in. I think 6. Alright, next up we got the Knicks and the Celtics, defending champion Celtics. Celtics do have the home court advantage here. Take it on the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks have a solid team, but gosh, like, to me, the Celtics are, you know, especially coming off a championship, I think they have the most talented roster in the NBA. I mean, like, they're just insanely good. I mean, they have, like, Derek White playing as, like, a role player who would be starting and averaging, like, 20 plus on pretty much any other team. It's crazy. Alright, so we got Thunder and Lakers and Cavs and Celtics. Okay. So this one, it looks like it's kind of split on this one, but I think the Lakers have too much offensive firepower. I think they're just too much, and I think they beat the Thunder in 6. Next up, we got the Cavs and the Celtics, and this is another one where, I think just like based on how I look at these matchups, I have to go Celtics here. They have the experience, they have the talent, and the Cavaliers, while they've had a great season and they've got a great roster, I think the Celtics are just too much for them. Their roster is loaded. They have more experience in the playoffs, especially together, coming off last year's championship. I'm going to go Celtics here. And honestly, I think they could do it in 5. I think they're that good. So here we go. Now we got the Celtics and the Lakers. So, I guess a little bit of a rematch. You've got Luka taking on the Celtics in the finals here. I would say if you look like across the board, I think the Lakers this year, I think they probably, like, skill and talent wise, probably have about the same skill and talent as the Mavericks did last year, when the Mavericks lost 4-1 in the finals and really didn't put up much of a fight. I'm gonna have to go Celtics here. I think they're just too good right now. It's pretty dumb. I think any team is gonna have a very tough time stopping them. I'll go 6 games. Although I think it could be 5. I think just given that they have LeBron, they have Luka, they have some big time players who will make it a series, but yeah, we'll go Celtics here in 6 games over the Lakers. So kind of a classic historical matchup, Celtics and Lakers. So there we go. Those are our picks. So we got Thunder in the first round. We've got Nuggets in the first round. Lakers first round. Warriors first round. Cavs. Bucks. Knicks. Celtics. In the second round, we've got Thunder in the 6, Lakers in 5, Cavs in 6, and Celtics in 5. For the conference finals, we've got Lakers in 6, Celtics in 5. And for the finals, we've got the Celtics in 6. So, there you have it. Those are our predictions for this year's NBA playoffs. Let me know what you guys think down below. Who you guys have winning it? I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna be the Celtics. That team is just loaded. And they've really, they haven't lost any pieces.